We are testing right now. We are currently on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, and we are going to be talking about quotes and other things. But we briefly saw someone there, so that is a good sign. I like this. I'm a little shocked. I'm drinking my coffee. You can see that if you're watching on air. So you're going to have the ability to see me if you want on YouTube. And you're going to have the ability to see me also on X, which is fantastic. I doubt you're going to be able to hear the music. That to me sounds wild. So I am, for just chucks and giggles, going to put the music on in the background here. Curious to see if you're going to hear it at all. So we're going to start with Guiding Light. My voice. Yeah. Just my voice has come through. Okay. Cool. So we're going to change the outlook here. What we're seeing on the screen is the spiritual side of the NFL, which is a show that I do every single morning. And I'm just going to have a quick look here. It's amazing the functionality that I can do. Okay, I can show on the screen what's going on here, which is wild. So you can see now that I am on Twitter, X. Let's talk about the power of quotes and prayer, which is very cool. I like this. All right. Now, all I have to do, I'm a little worried to move this screen here, so I'm just going to touch. I'm not going to touch it. Well, I can do this. Okay, I can move it up and down. So why don't we, as long as we don't have any problems here, I can see myself live. And I can see myself on. Okay, so I'm there. So let's do this. I'm going to retweet myself here. I'm going to say hello to Kimberly this morning. Good morning, Kimberly. I see you there. Simply Tim TV, good morning as well. Now, it's a shame you can't hear the music, but I kind of understand that, because it's only really working through the microphone, which is kind of cool. And it's bopping along, which is wonderful. And thank God I have headphones. Now, if I had the music just playing in the background, you probably could hear it, which is really cool. Alexa, what is the current temperature?
Right now, it's 7 degrees Celsius.
Alexa, what is your favorite NFL team?
I'm from Seattle, so my favorite team is the Seahawks. 12th man for life.
Perfect. So this morning, we're going to look at some cards here. I don't know if you guys can imagine them in your head, but if you're watching the broadcast, we're going to start it off with a little card reading, because I kind of need it myself this morning. But all the music that you can't hear, at least I don't think you can hear it, is made through Suno and Udio music generators. So we're very grateful to have you here. All right. So I think let's just have a look here. We have some people watching through, yeah. We have somebody watching through X this morning. We have somebody from YouTube and Twitch. Good morning. We are also on Twitter Spaces right now, simultaneously. So I really didn't know I could do this, and I'm grateful I can. This might be a whole new world. Intense. Intense is the first card. Well, I don't feel intense this morning. This is the reading for the collective. All right, let's put on Ethereal Journey. Let's have a listen to that. Oh, that's beautiful. It's too bad you can't hear it on Twitter Spaces. No, it's not bopping at all. It's just bopping in my voice. So the second card is Twin Flame. So we've got Twin Flame, Intense, and what's the last one here? We'll do this. Oh, Commitment. Commitment is an important factor in building successful relationships. Is that true or is that false? I'd like to believe that that's true. I'm loving the music. It's fun. Now I'm trying to make this. Oh, I'm just a little confused here with everything that's on the screen. I'm a little lost in limbo here. This is funny. Okay. So I can still do this. And I can move this over here and I can still see if there's any. Okay. Now we're doing something. Now we're grooving. Okay. So let's go to documents here. And I'm going to put that right in there. And you are going to see this beautiful now energy signature that is flowing freely. I love it. And I'm saying hello to Danica this morning. Mindset and spiritual coach with Danica Gunther. And we have that actually on the screen this morning, which is great. This is also Shout MGB. Set your mind free, far beyond the worries of today. Currently on, you ready? We are on Twitter Spaces. We are also on X. So are they called X Spaces now? Where you meet up with all your old exes, I guess. Let's do some amazing love. Let's do that for a minute. I absolutely love this song. So beautiful. Now, when I look at this image, I see awakening. I see the potential of such beauty in the world. And I see a heart opening. And I see the duality of good and evil all intertwined in just this moment in time. It's beautiful. Now, I wonder, can I invite people? Manage space? I don't know. This is interesting. Share. Okay, I can share. How do I share this? Via direct message. Let's post this, copy this link. Kind of early in the morning to be sharing anything. Still working though. See it there? Yeah, it's having a hell of a time. I'm just going to leave that be. It might be way too much for it. I'm going to look at communities just for a moment here and profile. All right. Yeah. It looks like we're bopping. The universe is in the process of a frequency shift. I believe in the power of positive thinking. I love following people who live to be creative and kind. And that is so interesting. Well, I can hear myself, so that's good. Not too sure what source I'm hearing it from. Cherish those you have in your life. Cherish those you have in your life, because you never know when they won't be around anymore. And it's a picture of an elderly couple. And that's why it's so important that if you're holding on to something that's not serving you, don't do that. The other thing that's really important in the morning, I don't know for those who've never broadcast in the morning, you can get real brain fog from dehydration. So I'm just going to have a little bit of water here for a moment. And this is an experiment that we're doing right now. We are currently on, oh, let me think here. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, LinkedIn, X, but like X Live. And also, we are currently on Twitter Spaces, which is wild if you think about it. Absolutely wild, but wild in a good way, not wild in a bad way. And I wonder if there will be an echo chamber if I do it in yeah, this is interesting. And will I be able to hear anybody? That may be the problem. I may not be able to hear anyone from this. This is all uncharted territory. I love it. Okay. So we are Rumi. Good morning. How are you? I am testing this out, Rumi, so maybe you can help me. Here's what's going on. I've got this going, the Twitter Spaces. I'm on Twitter Live. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, LinkedIn, simultaneously, all at once, mostly with where you can see me. This is the only format. I would love if you could just come up and I could hear if I can hear you. I'm curious to hear if I can hear you. I know you can hear me because I see the bopping, right? You can hear me, of course. So, is it possible that you can request to come up? Okay. It has been so long since I've done this. Maybe a year? Who am I kidding? It might be 2 years since I used to do it all the time. Manage space. Okay. What's this do here? Approve. All right. We have one request. There we go. Now, is this how I get back? Okay. I've approved you. Did it approve you? It says you're a listener. Interesting. I can't hear you if you are. Oh, beautiful. I can hear you. Now, isn't that wonderful? It is. It's crazy. I'm doing very well. I'm happy to be here with you. I'm thinking right now I need to show this on the other screen so we can hear you, but then I'm worried it's going to double loop. Um, just be patient here for a second. I'm going to show you on the other formats. Now, if we can hear you, are you okay with being on multiple platforms at the same time, or will that be too much attention? You'll have too many women running over to your house. What do you think? You don't think that's gonna happen? You have very little faith in that happening? Yeah, no, no. So you're not seeing the grand possibilities of this experiment. Okay. So
Yes,
you're
sure.
currently you're live right now. So
Correct.
I'm gonna read
I don't
something to
use.
you, and I
All right.
want you to analyze it, and you're one of the few people that could do this. So you're gonna be able to keep up with me, which is great because 'cause I'm high energy, a little bit loony. I
Where,
think you're
where,
low
where,
energy.
where, where where else can I um see this whole going on?
It's going on X live right now. It's going
Right.
on YouTube right now. Do you have
YouTube.
do you have no
YouTube.
headphones on right now? I
I'm
can
using my AirPods.
okay, because this is good. I can barely hear myself, which is great. I'm worried if we get other guests, it's just going to loop like crazy. So thank you for having the earpods on. I'm going to read something to you.
Your voice is crystal clear.
Well, it's because I'm
And
using.
please tell me the YouTube channel.
Oh, it's just Michael Bathurst. Same. We're on.
Perfect, perfect.
Um, yeah. So we're on YouTube. We're on. You can see me on X Live too. So we're on X Live. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Twitch. We're on Facebook. We're all over the world. So women, please do not run over to his house until I don't know what time. Cherish those you have in your life because you never know when they won't be around anymore. And I'm actually just showing the picture here, and it's an older couple. Do you agree with that statement, sir? Rumi's trying to hear himself.
Absolutely, I do.
He's trying to see himself on the other platforms. He's going, "You're not doing that. You're so full of shit."
No, I was just trying to see how are you pulling this off. Lovely. I see cashew, like the live chat and all. So
Hmm.
yeah. You don't see people, I do see people though. That was
Oh,
lovely,
so
by the way.
there is other people in the broadcast, and I can't see them. Mm.
Yeah, cashew says hello.
Hello, Cashew. Hello. Listen, Cashew, we are so grateful to have you here, and thank God Rumi can see you. Now, he does it with the power of his intuitive mind, right? You're not actually seeing it, you're feeling it in all dimensions. Is that true?
Right.
You're blown
No,
away
because
that we're
I
on
could
so many formats, aren't you? Are you?
exactly, and I'm gonna ask you, how are you doing this?
Oh, so easy. Okay, so let me explain this to you. I will it with my mind.
And to
No.
everyone else who is listening on other platforms.
Okay.
Yes, obviously.
Yes. Yes. Thank you to everybody on the other platforms. We appreciate you. So right now, I'm just going to tell you we have an audience on YouTube, Twitch, and we have two people watching us live on X. And I wanted to do this early in the morning because if it went crazy, you can see the beauty of me in the very lower corner here. I'm afraid to let's see. Let's see what I can do here. I'm afraid to do anything. Yep, you can see me large, so you don't need to see me. I'm no big thrill. Okay, we'll we'll put that back. Here's the thing. We're on Restream, okay? So within Restream, I went to Twitter. I went into Twitter and I started up a broadcast. Now, I've done this before on broadcasts that were live, and I actually captured the broadcast and nobody believed me. And I said, "I'm recording you on multiple platforms." And I've had people say, "No, you're not." And I go, "Oh, yes, I am." And then they go play it, and somebody cut it out and made it into a little meme. And they said something like, "How are they doing this?" Well, Rumi and I have the power to do this. Only Rumi and I, right, bud? Rumi,
Wow, I can see you as well.
I know, I know. See you want here you go. Just 1 second
And
here.
you're using X through a web browser, Safari, I believe.
Hello, there you
Correct.
are. Now you see me, the glory of me. Now I'm going to be able to put quotes up here as well and pictures. Are you ready to? Can you be here for a few minutes, or do you have to go?
Well, I can be here for a few minutes, yes.
Now, if we were to say few, is that like two, or is that 22?
Mm, 11 minutes. Let's
11 minutes. We're going
not
to
go.
go halfway here. We're bartering in the morning. It is
Yeah,
6:43 here in beautiful Toronto, Canada. Where are you, sir?
right. I'm in London and it's 11:43.
My daughter lives in London.
Wow.
Yeah,
I had no idea about that.
I have one that lives in London, Ontario, and I
Oh
have
no,
one and I have one that lives
uh,
in London,
I'm in the
England.
UK.
No, I know that. And I have one that lives in London, England, and I have a granddaughter there too.
All right, so you have all the Londons covered
I do,
because
and
there's one in South Africa as well. So if you want to send someone there, you can do that.
oh, I see Cashew right here on YouTube. Hello, Cashew. So I can put
Yeah,
that on
that
the
that's where
screen.
that's where I saw cashew.
There we go. Hello, Cashew. Good morning. And I'm going to highlight that as well. If you want to write any wisdoms, I can put them on the screen for the world to see forever. What do you think? No? Okay. Why don't
All right,
we work on a quote? Are you okay with that? If we do some quotes?
absolutely, absolutely
Are you
wonderful.
against quotes in the morning? Is that too much?
No, not at all. Why
Not.
why would I be against quotes?
I
And
don't
why
know.
would I be
You
here?
might be an anti-quote guy. We don't know.
I
Never
love quotes.
forget who helped you in a difficult time. Never forget who helped you in a difficult time.
Beautiful. That's what my mother used to say. Don't
Yeah.
forget.
Now what I've done is I've slided that across from the Twitter space into the restream, and we can see it. And that was just done with a swipe. I just moved it over. Yeah. So how did you end up in England, sir? Yes. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Did you know that I was born by the river in a little tent, and just like the river, I've been running ever since? No. Okay. That that's a song, by the way. I used to do that to my wife. I would quote songs all the time. She goes, "Wow, that's really beautiful." And then she hear it, some years later and go, "Oh my god. You don't know that one?" I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river, I've been running ever since. Whoa, 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 a change is gonna come. That's what it's called. Sam Cooke did it. Yeah. So you know that. See, that's the great thing about people from England. They know good music. They know good music. Now, are you looking at YouTube right now? As we You are? Okay, I just wanna show you something. I think this is what's happening while you're doing this broadcast with me. You ready? This is what's happening, the activity in your brain. Do you see that there? You're like going, "I've never met anybody quite as crazy as this man." There we go. But your brain is firing. You're still at peace, though. Did you notice that? Can you see that? No? Okay. What do you think of that picture? Isn't that beautiful? I made that on Grok. I made that on Grok. No, Grok is a free Yes, that's your brain when you have to deal with me. It's firing and wire. That's it. Isn't that beautiful, though? It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful. Oh, mhm. Yeah. So, how do you deal with stress? I'm just curious because you present as mellow. I know that everybody has problems. Can you read what I have on the screen that's on YouTube? Can you see that well enough? Okay. I wrote that when I had a really shitty day. I had an awful day. That was quite a few years ago. And if you look, that same day was just chaos everywhere. There was a fire up the street. There had been people fighting in front of where I work at that day. And I kind of gave up on mankind. And I thought, why don't I write something? And now I have this as just a memory. And, I think it transitions well to the question that I just asked you, which was, how do you deal with daily stress? Because you being a doctor, you'd see a lot of stuff. Mhm. Mm. Do you focus on your breathing when you're stressed out? The power of breath is everything, isn't it? Mhm. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. You may see it in a second here. You've encountered Donika, right? So what's that? Yeah. So we are promoting her at the moment, and, you know, um, suddenly birds appear whenever you are near, just like them. I long to be. Yes. Well, I have her right here. It says mindset and spiritual. Donika. There's her name. It's like we are sending positive vibes across the world, and, we want people to follow her. No, she's not live. She's just there's a picture of her right here. It's birds flying. Do you not see it on your YouTube screen? She's probably sleeping. I hope she's alive. I know what you mean. Yeah. Well, right now it is just before the hour of yes, 7 here, Eastern. Yes. So I'm going to read something to you. I used to do this on Haps all the time. Spend more time in the light of love. Choose to see yourself as a person who is directed and protected. See each day as a gift beyond your wildest dreams. Is this true or is this false in the roomy universe? I'll read the whole thing again for you. Spend more time in the light of love. Choose to see yourself as a person who is directed and protected. See each day as a gift beyond your wildest dreams. Thank you to the 7 eyeballs, technically 14 eyeballs, that are watching us on X. And what do we else do we have here? It looks like 1 person on Twitch and 2 people on YouTube. YouTube, we love you. We love you, YouTube. We really what's that? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Well, we did that for the betterment of mankind. That's what happened. R Yes, yeah, absolutely. So if you look at this, yeah, on your screen here, we have a horse carriage, and it's the T. Eaton Company, and my dad worked for that company for 30 years plus, and I worked for them briefly. And they were the biggest retail outlet in Canada for a very long time, and the Eaton Centre in Toronto was built by them. But if you look there, it looks like they're giving toys out. Toyland welcome children. So I guess for those who didn't have money, or you could buy, I remember you could buy a present and it would be given to some child and you would get a note back later. I did that. I did that for years when I had no money, but I thought, because my grandmother spoiled the crap out of me, like, just, like, to the point of ridiculousness. I would have 30 gifts, my sister would have 10. There was no favoritism at all. Yeah, yeah. Now, you are a follower of music, and I know you love music, and I've heard you play. Do you know who these 2 individuals are in the picture here? It may take a second to come up, as you said. One of them is a hunk of burning love, and many people believe the other one is one of the fathers of the blues, for sure. In fact, he might be the king of the blues. He is so yes. No, BB King when he was the sex symbol. Yes. I said that to Tony D, and he thought it was Denzel Washington. No, he didn't. No, he did. No, he did. He did go ahead. Well, Chuck Berry was the father of actually rock and roll, and he was discovered by Muddy Waters, and Muddy Waters heard him and went, "This guy's playing really strange music, but I think it's good." And they he yeah, mhm. I don't and only because I have such a vast knowledge of blues, that's one of my greatest loves, I knew it. But I never imagined him to be that thin, because he was pretty obese near the end. Um, Now do you see who's on the screen now? Good old Chris here. There's a guy that lived to his own drum. Oh my god. He was a devil. He really was with the women, and they loved him. Like, he was a real sex symbol in the '70s. Um, Barbara Streisand actually picked him for that movie they were in, and the chemistry you saw was the real chemistry. There was some well, do you know the movie that we've seen recently that had Lady Gaga in it, A Star Is Born? Yes. He was the male in The Star Is Born with Barbara Streisand. That was the right. So he's the original Bradley Cooper with some very intense sex scenes in the version of it, to the point where they didn't know how to brand it. It was so risque even at that time. I think in some ways, though, we've become more prudish than we were in the '70s. And I think we're overprotective with the way that we treat our children. Like, when I was a kid, we used to go outside, we'd be barefoot, we'd play for hours. People talk to each other on the porch. There was more harmony. We weren't all glued to a screen, which would what's that? Well, here's what's really scary is for what it costs to buy a house, you could buy a house in Toronto in 1974 for about 12 to 18,000, and 18,000 would be something spectacular. Those same houses now are anywhere from 1,000,000 to $3,000,000 that you could buy for 12 to 18,000. I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing, if you had $1,000,000 in the '50s, you were really something. You could buy blocks of houses. You could own several streets, you could play Monopoly, but it would never be as enriching as talking to Rumi in the morning, that's for sure. What do you think of that? I mean that. I mean that. So, what made you take up the guitar? And I know a little bit about, people who can play and people who can't play. You're really good. Like, I was shocked if that was you and you weren't just playing a record. I was kinda like, "This guy's got some chops." Like, I've probably seen 1,000 blues artists and, I don't know, 3, 400 rock artists in my lifetime, and you have good fluidity from what I've heard. Do you have the guitar near you now? Oh, oh, look at that. Oh, you sound like a star when you say that. Uh, in my jam room, man. That's right. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. Yes. 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 Well, it's a lovely day. Do you know that song? When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Right? You know that song, Bill Withers. Mhm. 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 Rumi, how old are you, sir? You're 30 years old? You sound like you're 60. I'm 60. Actually, I sound younger than you. I'm goofy or the I think you're a very old soul trapped. I think you've been here 72 times and then going, "Oh, I guess I'm back. Did I sign up for this?" Wow. No, that's what I sense from you. Very old soul. I can't be the first person to say that. I can't be. There's no way. Yeah. Well, you do. You sound like you're like some elder statesman on the mic. And yet I'm seeing the picture here and I'm going, is this the son of this dude? Like, or is this a picture of him from the 80s? But you can sense I use humor, right? So yeah. Yeah. Can I read something to you while we're here? Okay. Because we're supposed to do quotes. You were supposed to leave a long time ago, but I hypnotized you with my beauty. I think I did some hocus pocus. It does, it does. You and I are rekindling an old relationship probably from the 1930s. Yeah, yeah, some lifetime ago. Oh, shit, don't do that, that yeah, wow. Yeah, see, you never know. You know what? My guides just asked me to ask you a question, okay? So I get messages all the time. Recently, um, some of the quantum physics have basically been Oh, able to look at the universe and, because of the new technologies, and they're starting to believe what they thought was 8 billion years old now might be like 32 billion years old. And what we're talking about is this planet. And if that's the truth, there must have been intelligent life prior that maybe built the pyramids. I don't know if you've ever seen them. You can barely put a piece of paper between these, which look like laser cut stones that are 150 tons, some of them. We still can't do that. We still can't do that. And I'm wondering what you think about that as you channel into your past lives. Go ahead. Well, they're all over the world, aren't they? That's yes. Yes. Hmm. Right. I I wanna share something with you that maybe you know or don't know, but a lot of these buried sites that as you speak, okay, have found mercury deposits in the bottom of them. Well, you know what mercury is used for? Batteries. And they've believed for years that they've been able to harness the energy from the ley lines throughout the universe and use those power sources to re-energize, fill up the crafts that were here thousands of years ago. Now, this stuff is out there, but they're believing now that the pyramids were not for the pharaohs. They were basically energy stations for the gods that they worshipped, and a testament of that they were here. Um, I think there's clues out there. I think there are many people who know the truth and have been known the truth for hundreds of years, but the little people, like myself, we're not entitled to know that. That's sacred knowledge. And even the Masons talked about that for years about, the Egyptian teachings. Well, were the Egyptian teachings their teachings, or were they passed on from maybe a higher form of intelligence? What do you think, Rami? Or should we do a two-part, 5-hour section on that and have everybody thinking we're not part of the trillionaire club? We're not even part of the billionaire club unless I don't know something about you. You did say you have a jamming room, so who knows? Anything is possible. You and I think alike because I'm thinking, why are you telling us now when you've been burying this for the last at least 70 years? And suddenly it's like, hey, it's cool to talk about this. Huh? Why now? Hmm. I tricked you. See? I tricked you. That was it. It was like that poor fish. He's going, "Hey, there's something shining there. It looks like a meal. Oh no. Oh no. What happened?" I'm suddenly talking about Elvis and BB King in my jam room. I've given away too much. Okay. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. I do want to ask you a question before you go, and I know you have to leave. So, with you being a musician and not being a state's elderman, like the way you sound, what was, number 1 question, what was the first record you ever bought? And number 2, what were 3 of your most powerful influences musically? Sure, either one, whatever one you feel more comfortable sharing. That was your first record? Your dad bought you Led Zeppelin as your first record? How cool is your dad? Holy shit, that's a cool dad. So I could be your dad. This is basically what you're saying to me here, right? This is what you're saying. How old's your dad, Rumi? He's gonna do some basic math here. Great number, by the way. The summer of '69? Okay, so Bryan Adams wrote about that, and you know what? I didn't fully understand that song until one day I was listening to it, really listening to it, and I went, "Oh, oh, the summer of '69." I went, "Oh, you dumbass." I got it. Okay, so your dad is cool, he listens to Cream. Him and I probably hung out, chased the same women. Okay, I'm 61, he's 69. Uh, is he anywhere near rigid as you like, you are rigid in some ways. Is that the doctor part of you? Structured, maybe is a better word. I don't wanna be rude. You seem very structured, and yet you but you're playful too, which is fun. Uh-huh. Right. Uh-huh. Led Zeppelin. Wow. Mhm. 'Kay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Why? Why? Rumi, you know they were higher than a fucking kite when they made those records. You know that, right? Mhm. 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 Yeah, but they also did songs "Comfortably Numb," which was probably my favorite. Just a little pinprick. Uh, yes. "Shine Like a Diamond" is one of my all-time favorite songs. Yeah. 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 You really do know Pink Floyd. Holy crap. So is it Mhm. Yes. Mhm. Mhm. Yes. Hi, Rich. Oh, Rich came, Rich left. I think Rich was like, "Oh my god, the Michael's on multiple platforms and also on Twitter Spaces." at the same time. This a dear friend of mine. I just wanted to make sure that he heard my voice before he left. Do you know Bubblicious? Bubblicious. I don't know Bubblicious. It's a bubble gum. So you and I should do a show on music once in a while because you and I could bounce. I think I might know a few things you don't know, and I know you know a lot of stuff. Now, what ended up happening for me is my first time I ever smoked weed, ever, was to Dark Side of the Moon. And we were in a basement. We were in a basement with a like a lava lamp, and I was flying the friendly skies. And hmm? What do you Yes, right. Oh, man, I was so gone. I was I don't remember anything. I just remember it being wild. I couldn't tell you one lyric at that time after. I'd never heard it before. I was just like, "What the hell is this?" And I was like, "This is gonna be dumb." And then after about, the 2nd or 3rd joint we all smoked, I was like, "Oh, yeah. I guess this is what you're supposed to do to this record." See, I loved like Led Zeppelin 3 and 2, and go number 1? Eh, okay. Well, give me a name. Like, you're just you're okay, but you only listen to things where people are high out of their mind. Genesis was so out of their mind. Do you know that Peter Gabriel, while it had to go to a mental institution many times, did you know that? Okay. Okay, so you know. And you being a doctor, listening to this stuff, how did you end up being so together? Almost like yes, right? Okay. Uh-huh. Mhm. 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 On cocaine. Cocaine. Mhm. Mhm. So have you given me 3 albums here? Because I think feel like you're dancing. Yes. So did you like Fish? Were you into that? Like PH? No, me neither. Okay. So you sound like you would have been into Pearl J You like Grateful Dead? Yeah. 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 Frank Zappa, did you ever listen to that stuff? Don't you go where the, Eskimos go? Don't you eat that yellow snow? What does that mean, Rumi? I have no idea. I'm a little confused. Mm, right. Oh, I love that song. They call the rising sun. Did you know that that's an old folk song? It's so old. Yeah. Mhm. It is. It is for sure. Did you know that, oh god, Hotel California, that song basically happened by accident. He just started farting around with a riff, and he went, "Ooh, that's good." Yeah. I see, I met him, eh? Did you know that? I spent an afternoon with him. Jimmy Page. Yeah, and I swear to God. I work in a Masonic temple, and it has a 103-year-old elevator that is like crank, like the crank style with the gate and everything. So I had to drive him up and down all the floors, and I had to keep all the women away from him, even though he was in his 70s at the time. And his girlfriend, I think, was 23 at the time, something like that. At least she looked 23. Maybe she was 30. They were trying to get. Well, he wasn't making any noises. What he did was there was a reissue of a whole bunch of Led Zeppelin albums, and he had music playing, and he did kind of a one-on-one talking to the and it was honestly handpicked people that could be in this room, and he also had his book out at that time, and he had done a book signing that day. Uh, mhm, yes. Mhm. Who's brilliant, by the way. He's brilliant. Yeah. How do you know all this? You must be a smart guy. You must be a smart guy. You must be. They retain all this information because very few people ever associate the Yardbirds to Led Zeppelin. Like, Dazed and Confused was first played by the Yardbirds. You know that, right? Mhm. Yeah. And you know the history of that name, why they picked it? You know why they picked that name? Maybe you don't? No, it's not that. Everybody who listened to them said they were gonna fall out of the sky and smash and destroy, and that they were worthless. I don't know if you know this, but in 1969, I believe, they played in the building I work in, and they were deemed to be a B act the first time they came, and they were forced to play in the basement as when above Jeff Beck was playing. And do you know who the lead singer of Jeff Beck was back then? And he was 16 years old. They and see, if you get this, I'll blow Rod Stewart. Rod Stewart. Yeah. Rod Stewart was in his band. They starved. And it was so funny. They would do interviews, but they would say, "Look, if we do an interview, you have to bring wine and cheese and crackers." They were starving and had no money for alcohol. It was that bad. Yeah, he talked about it, recently, but he's not well, eh? He's super sick right now. He was talking like he might not have much time. Rod Stewart, not Jimmy Page. Yeah. I'm gonna ask you a math question. You ready? 22 plus 22 plus 22 is what? You're correct, and did you know that is a Masonic number? And did you know that you agreed to 22 minutes times 3? I don't think you did. It does, 'cause we're living in the gap. Do you believe that? Like, when things are going well, you're living in the gap. You're in the flow. Can you see the quote that I just put up? "Overthinking will destroy your mood. Breathe and let go." Overthinking. It was so funny. I kept having Tool in my head, and I was waiting for you to say Tool because when you were describing the music you listen to, and I went, "Does he listen to Tool?" Yeah, right. Do you listen to, Primus or things like that? And do Very good. Yeah. Okay, can you play bass? I wanna tell you a story then quickly before we go, because I gotta go soon too. So, Prince was playing a concert, and he was it was just some concert. Let's say it was Vegas, but it wasn't Vegas, but we'll say it was Vegas. And in the front row in disguise is Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson and him had this huge rivalry, and, he asked Michael to come up and sing. So Michael did, and the whole time he was singing, he kept ramming he had the bass, kept ramming his bass into him, and I guess he got really, really upset and got one of his close friends that knew Prince and said to him, "Look, if I ever sing with him again, he can't keep ramming his bass in my face." And I thought, yeah, it's, definitely some slapping. We're not gonna go there. But, it's funny, I saw a picture the other day where they had Michael Jackson's face and Prince's face before basically Michael Jackson had all the work done, and they had it, like, cut in half. It's almost identical before the surgery. Mhm. Crazy, right? So, do you know Simone? She she's in the spaces all the time. I have her on the screen right now. She's not live. It's just a picture of her. But I was just wondering, because you 2, I think, could talk for days. She's super spiritual. Okay. So here's the thing. I do a space on mental health with some friends on Mondays. And if you ever have time on a Monday, we would love to have you come up. And then we could talk about the effects of drugs in rock and roll. No, I'm only kidding. No, but do you know what? I'm going to tell you my favorite bands, and you'll probably think, "Oh, this is strange." So my all-time favorite band is the Isley Brothers, um, partly because of they had 50 years of making music. Ronnie Isley is still alive. Ernie Isley is one of my favorite guitar players. So then we go to another spectrum, and I love jazz. So there's a group called the Crusaders, and they were originally known as the Jazz Crusaders. That is another band that I absolutely loved. And then I really was enamored as a 16-year-old with Quincy Jones, his work. And then this is really before Michael Jackson. I thought he was brilliant. He did stuff with the brothers Johnson, and I was like, "I like this." And then I realized he had this whole body of work he had done with Miles Davis and Frank Sinatra, and he was making songs so he could basically feed himself for movies, and he was doing soundtracks like a say the opening song, and he would get $6 to $8. And he said that would be enough money back then in the 50s, 60s to fill his fridge for a week. Isn't that funny? Yeah. And I'm well, you probably felt like this while I was, interviewing you here, because this is basically what it's been, and me judging you from all the drug music you listen to. I I think it opens, honestly, different parts of the brain to creativity. And Fleetwood Mac, Rumors, they were doing cocaine, then they were doing wine. What's that? Oh, they were that's what made it so good, because they were going through hell together. Like, that is one of the that was one of the best albums ever made, Rumors. They never got even remotely close to that again, and that was them basically in the pit of despair. Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath, okay. Did you did you ever listen to Black Sabbath? Yes. Oh, War Pigs is great, right? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. But you know what's really weird about yeah, but Black Sabbath, they never talk about this, but some of the best bass lines were in those songs. Like, the bass was a huge element of huge! Yeah. Mhm, mhm. Motorhead is not for the weak. Not but oh, yeah, 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 like, he was spitting out a lung every time he sang that. You can't say that he didn't try. I also, as a kid, loved ZZ Top, and I loved, AC/DC. Those were 2. They were the same album with different lyrics. It's exactly the same. You're right. Except for, Thunderstruck. Thunderstruck was different than yeah, yeah. Back in Black, though, is yeah. Oh my god, that so delicious. Yes. Now why is that? Do you relate to the message in that song? Have you had that kinda shaking in your life? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, so some things are sacred and only in the jam room. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Secret yeah, the sacred garden. That's right. Are you married? Do you have kids? Do you have any of those things? Oh, and ready to mingle. So next time I should just be putting pictures up, of you the whole time. No? No? The only thing we haven't talked about is prayer before we go, because we have in the here, we have let's talk about the power of quotes and prayer. We didn't put in there the influence of drugs and heavy metal, so I may have to change the title, but that's kind of wordy. I spent my morning with, a person who praises the drugs. I the, here's the thing, I so love the music from the '70s, and in the '70s and no, but they were the '70s music, believe it or not, even in the metal stuff, there was always elements of spirituality in it, and a belief in a higher power. Now, it wasn't always real clear cut what God they were worshiping, but there was definitely spirituality. Now, was it light or dark with the, with the duality? Um, I never was a huge fan of Kiss, but I enjoyed what they were doing, but I never felt like they were, a top tier band. I never felt that. But when I listened to, like, Boston, when I first heard Boston, I went, "Wow, this is a different this is a different level," right? When that came out, nothing sounded like that. I remember when the first time I heard Metallica, and I went, "Okay, this is different. This is not like anything I've." And then the Black Album came out, and I was like, "This is commercial metal. This is a whole new." Yeah, yeah. So Def Leppard, what would that be besides, tunes that strippers, spin around on carpets on? What would that be? No, really? So when you invite women into the jam room, they don't ever request that, like, "Pour some sugar on me," or none of. "Pour some sugar on me in the name of love," right? What do you think that means? I've always wondered. I think he's making donuts. He's making donuts, that's what it is. Yeah, yeah, that's what. Yeah, oh, the special sauce. But, we didn't talk about prayer. You gotta talk about prayer, and then we'll go. Oh, you can't talk about prayer. Oh, I love that. That's sacred. Good for you. So you have boundaries. Oh, I love it. I love that. I love that. I'm gonna use that in the future. Thank you so much for being here, buddy. I appreciate it. I'm gonna end this. I think this is perfect just the way it is. Do you want to share, out there to all the women in the world where they can connect with you? Go for it. Mhm. Oh, are you talking Tim Brown? Tim Brown, confident speaking? I like him. I drive him right around the bend. I don't know if you know that. He's done football shows with me. I also do a football show with Tony D, and he's been on there and he stole the show. He's a handsome devil, by the way. He came on, I went, "Who the hell is this?" Then he started talking, I went, "What?" I thought Tim Brown was some prehistoric dude, kind of like you. And then he came on and I went, "Oh my God, he's younger than me." So, Rumi, I think your voice, people must think when you're on the phone, they come and see you and go, can I see Rumi? Where's Rumi?" And you always say, "No, I'm Zumi. I'm the son of Rumi." You're kinda like the Barry White, you know? Oh, I love your voice. Your voice is awesome. It's a great asset. It is. My buddy, Ravi, Ravi, if he had your voice, he'd get more action. He would. He doesn't have your voice. My Ravi's like one of my best friends, but his brain is wired like yours. And we have really crazy conversations, and he's very rigid about certain things. And I love people that stand their ground, you know? Yeah. Like, okay, let's say goodbye together. Goodbye. All right. God bless. Take care. Bye bye. There we go. There we go. That's done. All right. So we finished the space. We're still live, guys. We're going to play some music now. That was fun. Oh my God. That was a hoot and a half. So you never know what's going to happen. Let's play Sweet Souls Deep. Oh, yeah. All right, we're here around the world together. We just had a wonderful, I'd say, conversation about spirituality, mostly music, and it was with Rumi. Thank you, Rumi. I really appreciate that. All the music that you hear is made by yours truly, and I do that partly because there's no copyright infringement. This next song is Divine Wisdom. Enjoy.
In the rhythm of the night, under a velvet sky, a feeling so deep. In the tune of heartbeats, we don't question why. Divine wisdom, ancient and pure, together our souls forever endure. In a dance of destiny. You're in my gravity, pulling closer in the fabric of eternity. You glide through my days, here in a flash, then you're gone, craving that touch that lingers on. I believe in your beautiful soul. I see your true potential unfold. I feel your heartbeat next to mine. You keep running in and out of my life. Shouting GB will awaken your mind to new levels of consciousness intertwined. In the whispers of the dawn, your spirit takes the flight. Your love, it heals the weary, turns the darkness into light. Compassion send a rhythm, it's the strength that we all need. Your divine wisdom, it's the book of love we read. Just like the angels, you're dancing above, in a symphony of stars, showering with love. I believe in your beautiful soul. I see your true potential unfold. I feel your heartbeat next to mine. You keep running in and out of my life. I believe in your beautiful soul. I see your true potential unfold. I believe in your beautiful soul. I see your true potential unfold. I feel your heartbeat next to mine. You keep running in and out of my life.
Yes, you keep running in and out of my life. Divine wisdom, beautiful souls. Thank you, Billy D, for just your support, man. It means a lot. It really, really does. And I appreciate you being kind enough to retweet it. And I'm going to, just for a moment here, highlight you and all that you do. I really want to be on your broadcast sometime. We can talk about whatever you want. I'd also love to have you on my show in the future as well. So he is a super professional dude. We haven't really seen each other a lot recently, but I admire his work from afar, and I'm grateful for his support. So thank you. And I try to be supportive of the people who are supportive to me, period. Okay, he pinned this one. Let's retweet this. And what else does he have here? That's interesting. Oh, and there's mine. He just did that. So thank you. I appreciate that very much. Don't miss the bonus episode of the Billy D's podcast, available on all major platforms. Follow Billy D's for more engaging content and updates. Okay, I will retweet that. That's the least I can do. And you can also find him on Audible, which is wonderful. Repost. There we go. And what's this here? Healing and Empowerment with Rachel Thomas. Okay. Learn about the power of sharing your story, building online communities, and finding strength in vulnerability. A powerful conversation, healing, empowerment podcast. Very nice. I'm going to also retweet that. Okay, that's the least I can do. Thank you so much for your support. And I really do appreciate it. All the people. Mark the Beast. Thank you, Mark the Beast, for all that you do each and every day. God bless you. We also have Brooklyn Morgan Johnson. Thank you. Kimberly K. Scott right here, who's big into Twitter Spaces. There she is right there. Perfect. So many different individuals that you can find on all these different channels. It is very cool. I should show step by step how I do a broadcast on here one time. I'll do that another time. But oh boy, I'm hearing my daughter's dog barking like crazy here. So it's only 8 o'clock. I have to take Tia out in a second here. The greatest opportunities. Enjoy this.
Met you in a distant galaxy. My eyes are locked on my future. This life can get away from you. Let the tears flow freely today. Moments of stillness awaken your spirit. The world's embrace can heal the weary and broken souls. Your hand is forever open to forgiveness. Life is about timing and patience. Moments of stillness awaken your spirit. The world's embrace can heal the weary and broken souls. Your hand is forever open to forgiveness. Life is about timing and patience. We're running on the power of divine goodness and truth. Every step is a test in this matrix. You can freeze this moment. Let the waves of heavenly healing wash over you this week. The right place is forever awakening within you. Love is the greatest treasure. Sometimes faith brings people closer with prayer. Keep moving into your greatest opportunities. I love this moment in time. Your love is a sheer delight. Please come over tonight. Move into the desire of this powerful connection. Move into your greatest opportunities. The world needs more kind souls like you. Good night. So long. Stop. The right place is forever awakening within you. Love is the greatest treasure. Sometimes faith brings people closer with prayer. Keep moving into your greatest opportunities. I love this moment in time. Your love is a sheer delight. Please come over tonight. Move into the desire of this powerful connection. Move into your greatest opportunities. The world needs more kind souls like you. Good night. So long. Stop. Open hearts with love shining bright, shining bright. Keep believing in your dreams every night, every night. Whisper words, inspire your soul, inspire your soul. Weary and broken, make them whole, make them whole. Power of the Suno, joy we bring, joy we bring. Dance and sing to the rhythm we cling, we cling.
In the alley where the shadows play, streetlights flicker dancing in the ray. Voices echo, stories left untold, whispers in the dark, secrets unfold. Caught in the rush, life's a fleeting dream, searching for the light, or so it seems. As if it's good, I will rise from the depths below. a maze of hope and despair. Every twist and turn, I'm gasping for air. Time keeps ticking, don't let it drown me. Fight through the storm just to be free. In every heartbeat, a lesson learned. Through every struggle, I feel the burn. As if you could, I will rise from the depths below. I will chase the stars above. I will rise from the depths below. I will finally go. Through the shadows, I'll find my path. With every heartbeat, I'll escape the wrath. In the mirror, the truth will shine. In every moment, I know it's time. As if you could, I will rise from the depths below. I will chase the stars above. I will rise from the depths below. I will finally go.
I will rise from the depths. I love that song. That is one of my favorite songs that I've done in the last couple of weeks. It really has helped me. It's one of those songs where I listen to it and I'm feeling unfocused and it helps me get back on track. And that's what I hope this music does for certain individuals. I listen to a lot of the stuff I make though, and it makes me laugh because to me it's very Christian rock based. United Hearts, enjoy metal.
My family and friends hands intertwined for me in the fight. No one is discouraged. Through red sights and flows, side by side, love guides us. I sing my love to the tender souls. Miss you every day, always close. Oceans of space, time, will it be right to leave and fly into the wind tonight? In the new realms of divine consciousness, connected in a living community. We unite in faith, no fear, no stress. Under the twilight of the soul, we're free. And in the realms of divine consciousness, connected in a living community. We unite in faith, no fear, no stress. Under the twilight of the soul, we're free. Feeling the warmth of hearts true, united in spirit, feeling brand new. The echoes of love in the night will pursue. Together we stand, never feel blue. Through life's journey, hand in hand we march. Over every sky, our faith blazing arch. I'm just coming go like the waves of the sea. But I'm a bubbling strong like the trunk of a tree. In the new realms of divine consciousness, connected in a living community. We unite in faith, no fear, no stress. Under the twilight of the soul, we're free. In the new realms of divine consciousness, connected in a living community. We unite in faith, no fear, no stress. Under the twilight of the soul, we're free. In the new realms of divine consciousness, connected in a living community. We unite in faith, no fear, no stress. Under the twilight of the soul, we're free. We're free.
Good morning around the world. We are here together. Yes, unbelievable. Yes, metal on Suno. Suno is one of my favorite platforms for making AI generated music. Never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. The time will pass away. Earl Nightingale. Very, very good. All right, we're going to do one of our picture tests right here. Who is this? Who is this? Beautiful woman, very strange voice, huge influence to so many people back in the day. Someone will know. Someone will know for sure. There we go. Those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day, unseen, unheard, but always near, still loved, still missed, and very dear. Aw. And it's a dog. If you want loyalty, buy a dog. Is that what that's saying? I don't know. I really don't know. What's this one say? Let's see here. What people think success is. What people think success is. Making a ton of money? I don't think that. What success actually is having purpose, being a good person, taking care of your family, making an impact, owning your time. Oh, that one is so good. Owning your own time. Yeah, that is success. There are a lot of people that have crazy amounts of money, but they have lost the ability to enjoy time. Time is gone. Time has left them. That's too bad, right? The spiritual side of the NFL. Well, we talk about the NFL most mornings. We're going to talk about the NFL today. Let me look here at my cue card here for a second. It was a great week, by the way. Really, really good. T. Higgins. Tony D loves T. Higgins. Devontae Smith. Good choice in fantasy football right now. Stefan Diggs is a great choice to bet on right now. Marvin Harrison Jr. should be back soon, so keep an eye on that. Brandon Ayuk, what happened to him this year? He kind of fell off the universe. He's not doing well. Deebo Samuel, same boat. I think Deebo's either distracted or hurt or both. Mike Evans didn't look right either, and he is not playing, I think, this week. DJ Moore, great choice. Just looking at some of my... Oh, Darnell Mooney, another great choice for fantasy football. All right, let's see here what we've got. Yep. Some of these things I can't read, but all right. Najigba. Yes. Tyler Lockett. Najigba and Tyler Lockett. Keenan Allen. Yay! He's finally doing something. Unbelievable. Thank God. Josh Downs. Can't go wrong with Josh Downs right now. Calvin Ridley. I think he's coming up from the ashes. I really do. Tank Dell. Looks great. Amari Cooper. What a wonderful transition that has been. Oh my God. I'm so excited about that. You have no idea. Over the moon. I love football. I really do. And I really love Josh Allen. Josh Allen is my quarterback. Him and Baker are my favorites. Neon Reflections. Good morning all over the world. We're going down the 80s path. Instrumental made on Udio.
From those depths of sorrow, a new dawn arose, washing away my fears, healing inner woes. Your love was the beacon that showed me the way to bask in forgiveness and grace's brighter ray. I believe in the power to forgive. I believe we can truly live
In
in a state of peace and grace. We open our hearts to
love
love's
and grace.
embrace.
Oh, I love that one. And I did I did a different version of it at one point, and it wasn't like that at all. Crazy little ending on there. So, AI music is awesome, and I totally agree. It is awesome. And if you love music, which a lot of people do, and you feel like you would like to try making some music, I would suggest Suno first. Do Suno first. That's your best bet. Then after that, if you feel playful, try Udio. Udio, oh, I'm just starting to get comfortable with Udio. Udio it's not easy. I don't know why, it just isn't. Okay, so we played Neon Reflections, Path to Grace, which was the last one. I love that song. United Hearts, which was the metal one, and Rise from the Depths. All very cool tunes. All right. So you can also make instrumentals, and the instrumentals don't require, of course, lyrics, right? But you can make really cool stuff for your projects. Or if you need music in the background while you're speaking, make your own. It's not that hard. Just figure out the prompts. Prompts are not that difficult. They really aren't. Every show I try to, if I have enough time, to give you examples of how to make different tracks. I might do that before we go today. Smooth Groove Jazz 66. I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. I'm going to turn it down a little bit so we can do this together. Okay, we had the telepathy card. This sounds like Charlie Brown music, right? Close. Trying to get the energy on this. See, I'm sensing many people have closed the door to telepathy, right? And telepathy is probably the strongest gift that we have. And we all have it. Children have it. Close soul connections harmonize synchronicities and reenact the ways of telepathy. That's the nicest way to describe that card. The union of the divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. I would agree with that. Love that card, by the way. So we had telepathy. We also now have synchronicity. Okay. Divine souls match. Divine souls match. They do. Vibrations match. You'll draw into your life the vibrations you need. And every once in a while, you need a card that just says yes. And it says, trust your intuition. Rekindle. Every relationship has those magical moments that can be rekindled. So that is for the collective. We do a reading every day. I like this. It's very good. I'm telling you, this sounds so real in the headphones. This Smooth Groove Jazz 66. It's almost haunting how good it is. Flowing love freely. Enjoy.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Ooh, yeah. Gonna let the funky groove sway. Let your love flow freely now. Kindness is the way. Anyhow, patient hearts, take it slow. Hey, hey. Feel the rhythm, let it grow. Smile wide, make someone's day. Funk and jazz, it's here to stay. Choose to be kind. Oh yeah, today, ooh yeah. Let the jazzy beats lead the way. Spend your time in nature's embrace. Feel the sunshine on your face. Birds are singing, trees sway in time. Nature's perfect, feel it sublime. Listen close, hear the wind chime. Let your heart keep the love in line. Ooh yeah. Walking barefoot through the park. Come on, spread love from dawn till dark. Keep on smiling, feel the cheer. Hey, hey, love and patience, it's all clear. Choose to be kind. Oh yeah, today, ooh yeah. Let the jazzy beats lead the way. Spend your time in nature's embrace. Feel the sunshine on your face.
All right, we're back. More cards for the collective. Change in direction. Changes you are experiencing are the divinely directed by newborn willingness. Holy macro, is that hard to read? I might need more light. Yeah, that's really hard to read. Let's see here. See if I can get the right angle. Maybe. To open your heart to the love and the guidance, you are protected now and in the future. So your path to happy outcomes you deserve. Okay, that one was really hard to read. Okay, this one here, oh, I can see this a little better. Beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to the completion. Playfulness, I think, is that gaily? Gaiety, I think, and laughter. We will lift your energy so that you can return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. Yeah, those are really hard to read. They're so small. Signs of getting old. Old like dirt. I'm old like dirt. Yeah. I almost need a magnifying glass to see that. Pure energy, emotional. Enjoy.
Kick off the shadows, let your spark ignite. Groove to the rhythm of the light in the night. Vibrations high as the groove runs deep. In this soulful place, promises will keep. Breathe in the sound, let your mind find peace. With every beat breaking free, release. Take us to the higher energies. My heart craves more of these. Let go of the regrets that cause you pain. Embrace a mind mindset of gratitude, choose again to take that first step into healing and hope. Embrace the emotions, thrive, don't just cope. Kick off the shadows, let your spark ignite. Groove to the rhythm in the dark, will shine bright. Vibrations hiding in the soulful place, in the soulful place. Promises to keep as we move with grace. Breathe in the sound, find your inner peace. With every beat, we're breaking free. Release higher energies, take us to the skies. My heart craves more, it's time to fly. Let go the regrets, leave the pain behind. Embrace healing, hope in your mind. Step into a mindset of gratitude and praise. Thriving emotionally through life's grace. Stop. Let go of regrets, leave the pain behind. Embrace healing, hope in your mind. Step into a mindset of gratitude and praise. Thriving emotionally through life's grace.
All right, we're back and on track together. AI music is awesome. So we were talking briefly about make make some music if you can. Try Suno. Suno is free for a while. You can do that. You can also, if you are verified on Grok, make images like you see here, which are really cool. Here's the command center right here. Isn't that cool? I love how they have fancy dresses and headphones on at the same time. This one's a little weary and eerie. Look at this. Strange. I like it though. All right. Da, 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 da. So, Zay Flowers had a pretty amazing week last week. So, he did pretty good. Mark Andrews, I hopefully can find his way. Isaiah likely should have a good week this week. Lamar Jackson is always a good choice. Derrick Henry is also a good choice. And Justice Hill is not a bad choice either. So we'll see. But if I was to only pick two this weekend, I would pick Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry for sure. 1000%. That is the direction I would go in. Amari Cooper, I'm very excited to see how he's going to do. Cleveland now only has Jerry Jeudy and Elijah Moore, so we'll see how that goes. And Cedric Tillman and David Bell. So Jerome Ford is a great running back. So we'll have to see what the survival rate will be. Dallas is in the crosshairs of destruction right now. So Brandon Cooks, CD Lamb, Jalen Tolbert, Cooper Rush, Dak Prescott, Rico Dowley, Ezekiel Elliott, Deuce Vaughn, and will we see Deuce Vaughn this year? We haven't really seen him, have we? Why is that? Is he done? I hope not. That would make me sad if he was done. Yeah. Luke Schoonemark, I think I'm saying that correct. That is tight end. And Turplin Cavante, Turpin. So target-wise, though, let's be real. CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Rico Dowley, and that's about it. Jalen, I hope, gets more because he was showing signs of being pretty good. But they've got his number now, so we'll have to see how that goes. Detroit, Jameson Williams is always a great choice. Sam Laporta has been kind of rusty, but I still have faith. Brock Wright is another one that's not too bad. Jared Goff has been solid as quarterback. Jahmyr Gibbs has been at times brilliant. David Montgomery is a beast. You can't go wrong with him. Romeo Doubts, Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, all wonderful wide receivers. Tucker Kraft, tight end, right? Malik Willis, Josh Jacobs. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I don't think people realize how stacked Green Bay is. Michael Pittman Jr. has been okay lately, not great. Anthony Richardson is going to play. Jonathan Taylor, I think, is coming back. So we'll see. Ashton Doolin, we'll see how he does. I hope I said that right. So Jacksonville has had some success recently with Gabe Davis and Christian Kirk, Brian Thomas Jr., Peter Washington. Yeah, so. But Trevor Lawrence has a lot to prove. Travis Etienne is going to have a good game, and I pray that they find a way to win. I don't know if that's going to happen. Well, Devontae Adams is gone from Los Angeles. That is done. So Jacoby Myers is supposedly back. We'll see how that turns out. Trey Tucker might get more targets, so you may want to consider that. Brock Bowers is a beast. I've been saying that for the greatest. Oh, he's the greatest highlight guy. He's so fun to watch. He really is. Michael Mayer is also not too bad. He's steady. Zamir White. And of course, don't forget the one and only Gardner Minshew, I believe, is coming back. I don't think it's Aiden O'Connell again, is it? I'll have to look that up. So we'll see how that unfolds. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you and all that you do each and every day. Let me see if I have something lined up here. I think I have one more. Yes. And it is The Sun Shines Every Morning. Enjoy. Thank you for being here.
Are floating among the clouds. I believe in this love. There is a timeless wisdom that holds up my greatest love. We have loved countless lifetimes. The world is in a state of awakening. The sun shines every morning without asking for thank you. Nature is forever, giving healing waves of unconditional love. Time is moving into the future. We are holding on to the past. I believe in the power of positive thoughts. Choose to see this life a divine miracle unfolding. Hold your hands towards your true love. Take time today to see all the joy awakening within you. The sun shines every morning without asking for thank you. Nature is forever, giving healing waves of unconditional love. Time is moving into the future. We are holding on to the past. Let this heart whisper goodness. Let this mind moments of peace. Let this soul see the light glowing within. Stop. Time is moving into the future. We are holding on to the past. I believe in the pounding without asking for thank you. Nature is forever giving healing waves of unconditional love. Time is moving into the future. We are holding on to the past. Let this heart whisper goodness. Let this mind moments of peace. Let this soul see the light glowing within. Stop.
Good morning. Good morning. We have Tony D here with us. Yeah, there he is. Belt Kings League. I don't know if he's seen that one. I don't think he has. And also the show that you're watching right now. Here we go. The spiritual side of NFL football. Thank you for being here today. We appreciate you. Tony, how are things this morning? Did you just get up? We've been on for a few hours now. So what I was able to do today for the first time ever, simultaneously, I did a Twitter Spaces at the beginning for the first hour and 20 minutes and also broadcast on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, LinkedIn, and X. Yeah, just getting up, having some grits. I'm trying not to wake up my son. Good move. Good move. Tomorrow, 10:30 Eastern. Come and check out the Bell Kings. Come and check it out. Now you can also buy paraphernalia. And there's beautiful shirts like this. I love Kings. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful time in the history of life. Absolutely. This one's good. The Bell Kings again. Let's see what else we have here. Anything else interesting? I like this one. This one's good too. This one right here. That might be my favorite. I love it. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. This one's good too. It's got the little skull on it. All of these images were made on Gronk. I don't know if you guys know what that is. This is a good. Look at this here. We've talked about this before. 2 youngest starting QBs in NFL face off in week 3 that did not go well. But we forget how young they are, right? And they're both trying to find their way. They're struggling. They're having bad days. And people are not being terribly understanding of their position, requesting with players. The blue jerseys, man. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't think it's that simple, brother. You know, you're so funny. Oh, I like this one here. There we go. This one's hilarious. I don't know if you can read that. It says, I'm not a Jets fan, but I like watching Aaron Rodgers play. And that was Will Levis, who's having a rough year. He is. He's having a really rough year. It's not easy being a quarterback. It just isn't. Oh, this is nice. I don't know if it's real, but it's nice. I don't think that's a true statement by any stretch of the imagination, but oh well. Is it going to be changed with Devontae? I don't know. Here's one of my favorite fantasy football players. People either love him or can't stand him. Do you know who this is? I know Tony does. Oh my God, my daughter's dog is losing it. I may have to go check on that. They didn't leave already, did they? Oh God. Okay. Folks, I'm going to go. I wish you the best. Have a wonderful day. Continue to be a source of light, even in the darkest places. If you can, no, Kyle Murray, if you can, please check us out tomorrow. Bell Kings, 10:30 Eastern with Tony D. He'll set you free.